He used a knife in the Myrick's attack, and it appears the investigation indicates that he got a knife from inside Bertucci's that was used on the victims in Bertucci's.
Did he grab a knife inside the slab at home then? He didn't have one on him at that time?
That's still being investigated, but clearly, from our understanding of the investigation, the Bertucci's knife was from Bertucci's.
Did he have a weapon in Macy's, and do you know what prompted him to leave Macy's and move on?
I don't, other than did he have a weapon? It appears at this point that one was not brandished in Macy's. But again, these people are being interviewed. A woman, an employee of Macy's, I did watch some of the interview last night, intervened in some fashion. He was coming after one of the victims, so I give her credit also. The civilians, people stepped up. I mean, you got some, what appears to be somebody engaging in maniacal behavior, crazy behavior. She stepped in. Does not appear he used a weapon, despite the injuries of those three people in Macy's, and then armed himself inside of Bertucci's, which is right down the way from Macy's.
What were those injuries in Macy's then? Was he using his fists, or what was he doing?
Some type of physical assault. Again, two of the people have been treated and released. Again, we don't have every precise piece of information because we're continuing to investigate it, trying to provide you within reason as much information as I can.
Do you have any idea how long he was in Bertucci's from the time he went in until the time he got?
Well, I'm sure it seemed like forever to those poor people inside there, but I bet it was a quick period of time. There's an indication that he entered with a purposeful look, approached several waitresses, armed himself, started the violent assault on the waitress, and then the other events flowed from there. Gentleman intervened, sadly, heroically, but sadly, at the expense of his own life, and then the deputy came into action, making these observations, and shot him to death.
Any indication why that waitress was targeted? Was she near the entranceway, or is there any clue as to why she?
I don't. It's unclear. There is some indication that he was approaching the area where the silverware was kept. Again, this is preliminary, and was focusing on one waitress, and then turned his attention to somebody else who might have asked him, "May I help you?" And then the attack flowed from there. Does not appear to be the case. Does not appear that he knew any of these people at this point.
Any indication that DaRosa was suicidal?
At this point, other than driving your vehicle through in Macy's, I don't know how you characterize that. I'm not aware of any outburst that would be consistent with that. But again, we are, given the gravity of this matter, wanted to address you, but we're going to continue this investigation. We have a number of the critical witnesses either deceased or in the hospital still.
Tom,
Yes.
Did you say like what he said or did that led to those concerns that his sister had?
Can I say what were the concerns?
His sister had, yeah.
Apparently his irrational behavior and comments to her on Monday. I mean, she was interviewed, I think, by media and the law enforcement, but statements and comments that led her to say, you need help.
What did he say?
I wouldn't get into the specifics now. I'm not sure if I have all of the answers, but something that, from her perspective, caused her concern, it appears, with respect to his mental state, what he was saying.
Every time we cover these events, it seems as though mental health is involved. There is an issue. Just broadly, what does this say about what we need to do in regards to treating people better with mental health, and especially here in Bristol County and Massachusetts?
Well, that's premature because while those issues arise, you've heard the facts laid out. I would hope a rational person is not engaging in that conduct. Now, whether he had mental health issues, we don't know those specifics now. So to reach conclusion...
Family members say that, his friends say that. I know he was at the hospital that week, so certainly, I don't think it's a fair jump.
Well, fair jump for what? To say that he...
That he obviously had some sort of mental issue.
the facts speak for themselves unless information is revealed. So someone going around stabbing people he doesn't know and carjacking people, doing all these what appears to be irrational, unconnected things, certainly may have mental health issues. Beyond commenting on how the system could have dealt with him, that's speculation at this point.
Tom, you said that he took his car, the Honda that belonged to the mother of his child. What was his living situation?
I'm not sure the specifics of his living situation, but he was there to watch a child participate in soccer practice and had that vehicle at the time.
Was she a fiance?
I'm not sure their precise relationship. She was the mother of the child, of one of his children.
You don't know if they live together.
Excuse me?
Does the mother live in New Bedford?
I'm not sure about that.
Did the children live with him?
Don't know.
How long did this all play out from when it started at Myers till he shot and killed her?
Well, I gave you the time frame, I believe, Adam. Didn't I? I think it was 6 p.m. The first 6 p.m. Approximately 6 p.m. He's at the soccer practice, and then he ended up around 45 minutes later at the mall. So that's the approximate time frame, give or take a few minutes.
About an hour.
I'd say about 45 minutes, somewhere in there, up to maybe an hour. But again, those just, and I know you appreciate it, but keep in mind, this just happened. But that's the approximate range of time.
What's your message to the general public who sees this? This could have, like you said earlier, this could have been any of us. What's your message to them, their fears and...
To the kids in the school systems around this area who look at the mall and say, this is a safe haven, we hang out here, we go to the movies. What are you saying to the kids in school right now in Taunton and in Honneput, all of them?
Well, I'm not prepared to give any messages right now, respectfully. I would just say that focus on the conduct. People react in different ways. No matter what happens in our country, we are a free country, and in the end, when the dust settles with these horrendous matters, we have to live our lives. I think somebody who engages in this conduct and drives into a mall is engaged in irrational behavior. It's sad that these episodes of some sort seem to happen more frequently around the country, but in the end, you reflect on it, you think about it, but we have to go about living our own lives, because that's in the end what the country is about.
Let's talk about his hospital stay. You characterized his admission as him checking himself in the hospital. Was he released by the hospital? Was it insurance?
I think I
Or did he
spoke.
check himself out?
I gave a brief comment about that. That matter is being followed up on. The information from family is that he checked himself into Morton Hospital and was released early Tuesday morning. That's all I'm saying at this point. I'm not drawing any conclusions about what took place there, what happened, or what his condition was. I do not.
All right.